Hi, I'm Craig, and welcome back to another on-the-road video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Today, we'll show you how to remove and replace the agitator on this Frigidaire top-load washing machine. Now, let's begin your repair. Stop. Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for the proper voltage. Remember to also turn off the water. When removing your agitator, first we'll open up the lid. You will have to remove your center cap. Sometimes you can just pull it off. You may have to use a tack puller. Go underneath the edges, press in, and start to pop it up on the sides. You can put it in through the side, use your tack puller, push in, but these have a tendency to bend back as the plastic's rather thin, so I highly recommend just pushing underneath the edges and popping it up. After this, we have 4 screws. These do not necessarily have to be removed, but in order to give us access, I do like to take them off so we can take this top portion of the agitator off. Just be careful, don't drop them inside the agitator. Use your magnetic bit and make sure you reach in by hand to get them and take them out. They're all number 2 Phillips. And as you can see, when I'm taking them out, when I get to the end, I kind of pull to the side so that they don't go straight up and drop. Pull off your centerpiece. Now this is the tricky portion. Inside this hole, directly dead center, you can use a flashlight to look in if you need to. There is one big Phillips bolt down there. I did not have a screwdriver long enough to go down and to grip it with the right size bit, so I have devised a little something to take it out. But if you do have a long enough Phillips screwdriver, you just go right down the center and you'll start to loosen it. Once you have it in, start to loosen. Now, one trick with this agitator, when you're loosening, start pulling up on the agitator. You do not want to take the bolt all the way out. It does have a couple of threads in the agitator itself. Now you can remove the bolt if you have to replace the agitator or if you are taking it off to replace the transmission or anything like that. Do not take the actual bolt all the way out. Just start to loosen. Pull up on the agitator as you're doing so. There we go. The bolt did not come all the way out, and you can set your agitator aside. To install your new agitator, make sure that the bolt inside that gave us so many problems is installed just a couple of threads in. It will be rather difficult. For some reason, you have taken the bolt all the way out previously. Just tip it upside down with the screwdriver, get it lined up, give it a couple of twists so that it is inside. Next, we will drop down the agitator. Make sure it is lined up with the transmission. Give it a turn, it should drop right down. Now you hear the metal on metal that's showing you that you are on the transmission, as the shaft can go in different portions of the agitator and you might not be hooked on. So make sure it is actually on the tranny shaft. Next, we'll use our devised screwdriver and tighten the bolt. Look inside with a flashlight if you need to. Get it nice and snug. Make sure it cannot lift out. Reattach our middle agitation piece. The screw holes should be lined up. We'll reinstall the inside screws. Highly recommend holding on to the screw when you go inside. Get it lined up, drill it down. Do the same with the other three. Reinstall your center cap, and this will complete your repair. Thank you for watching another quality video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.